Visa tutorial content is free, and we believe it should remain that way. Would you consider donating to our cause today? Hello everyone, and welcome to Visa Tutorial. In today's tutorial, we'll be going over how to compile the adjustment of status. Throughout this video, we will show you step by step on how to assemble your packet before mailing it to the USCIS. Let's get started. The first thing we are going to show you is a cover letter telling the USCIS what we are filing for. We are filing for I-485 application to register under permanent residence and concurrently filing I-765 application for employment authorization, followed by I-131 application for travel document. This explains exactly what we are sending to the USCIS. Next, we have the I-485 cover letter. The letter is a list of all the requirements of this application. We have the I-864 affidavit of support for the primary sponsor and all its required documents. We also included the I-864 affidavit of support joint sponsor because we were not above poverty guidelines. And then just sign and date it. Okay. Now we are going to pull out our passport style photos. Next we have a check made out to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. It's going to be for $1,225. Okay. Next we have our e-notification. So this is not mandatory, but if you want to kind of follow what the USCIS is doing, you're going to want to fill that out, and we have videos on how to do that. Next, we have the I-485 application to register permanent residence, so that adjustment of status form. All right. After that, we are going to see our copy of birth certificate. This is my wife's birth certificate from the Philippines. Okay. Now we're going to get a copy of our passport biographic page. Okay. So my wife's passport biographic page. Okay. Next, we are going to get a copy of our K-1 visa in passport and U.S. entry stamp. All right. Now we have our copy of our I-797C Notice of Action of I-129F Fiancé Petition Receipt Notice. Okay. And now here we have a copy of our I-797C Notice of Action I-129F Fiancé Petition Approval Notice. Okay. Next is a copy of the MVC letter for the original I-129F Fiancé Petition. Alright, and next we're going to grab a copy of our I-94 admission record or port of entry. This is what we got when we entered the United States. Okay. After that, we're going to grab a copy of our vaccination documentation worksheet, form DS3025. This is what we got for our visa before we entered the U.S. We went to St. Luke's Hospital in the Philippines. Okay? And now we're going to grab form I-693 report of medical examination and vaccination record signed by the USCIS recommended civil surgeon. Okay? Now we're going to get our original marriage certificate. Okay? And then next we are going to grab a copy of wedding photos. This is just going to make sure that the USCIS knows that you have a legitimate marriage. Alright? Now we are going to get our cover letter for form I-864 affidavit of support for the primary sponsor. Alright? Alright, and next we are going to take our form I-864 affidavit of support for the primary sponsor that we filled out. And after that, we're going to look at copies of Federal Income Tax Return Form 1040 for the last 3 years. Okay? After that, copies of W-2s for the last 3 recent years. Okay? Then we're going to take copies of Form 1099 for the last 3 recent years. Okay? We're going to get a certificate of employment. Okay? And then we're going to take pay stubs from the last 6 months. Okay? After that, we're going to grab a bank immigration letter or verification of deposit. Okay? Next, we're going to get a copy of husband's passport biographic page. All right. All right, and next we are going to get the husband's birth certificate. Okay? All right. And this is the complete packet for I-864 primary sponsor. Okay? Now we are going to compile I-864 for the joint sponsor. This is the cover letter here. In this case, we're using my dad to help us file because we are below the poverty guidelines. Okay? Alright, so we are going to get Form I-864 for the joint sponsor. This is what we had my dad fill out. Alright, and next we're going to get income tax return 1040 for the last 3 recent years. Okay. After that, W-2s for the last 3 recent years for my dad. Okay. Next, we're going to get his copies of 1099 for the last 3 years. Okay. We are going to need a certificate of employment. Okay. And then we're going to need the last 6 months of pay stubs from my dad. Alright, we're going to need a bank immigration letter or verification of deposit, just like we had before. And then we are going to get a copy of a passport biographic page for my dad. Okay? And then last of all, we are going to need a copy of my dad's birth certificate. Alright, this will complete I-864 packet for the joint sponsor. Alright, next we are going to file Form I-765 Application for Employment Authorization. This is going to be under category C9 Adjustment Applicant. Okay, and here's our Form I-765 cover letter. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need here is 2 passport style photos. Okay. Next, we are going to get Form G1145 e-notification. This is so we can track that through the USCIS website, okay? After that, we are going to get Form I-765 Application for Employment Authorization. Alright, we also did a video on this a little while back, so you can refer to that video on how to fill that form out, okay? After that, we are going to grab our copy of I-94 Arrival/Departure Record. So this is again our port of entry, okay? And then after this, we are going to grab a copy of Passport Biographic page. Alright. So this is going to be our passport biographic page copy. Okay, And the next thing we are going to grab is a copy of our K-1 visa in passport and USA entry stamp. Okay? And then next we have a copy of our marriage certificate. Alright. So that is the completion of I-765 application for employment authorization. And then last of all, we are going to file I-131. Here's our cover letter, and it's application for travel document, advance parole. Alright? So we're going to start this off with getting 2 passport style photos like we did before. Okay? Alright, and next we're going to grab a G1145 form or e-notification. Alright, this is again to track the I-131. Okay, then we're going to grab form I-131 application for travel document. We also did a video on this. You can refer to that video to help you fill that form out as well. Alright. Okay. Then we're going to get a copy of passport biographic page. Okay. And after that, we are going to get a copy of K-1 visa in passport and USA entry stamp, just like before. Okay. Next, copy of certificate of marriage. Okay. And after that, we are going to get a copy of the I-797 Notice of Approval for I-129F petition. Okay? So get that approval notice that you got from the USCIS when you filed I-129F. Alright? And after that, we are going to get a port of entry I-94 arrival and departure record. Okay? Alright. That is the completion of I-131. Okay, and this is the completion of the AOS packet, including employment authorization and advance parole application. Here is the address that we sent our packet to. We are from Washington State, so double check uscis.gov just to be sure. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day.